Cool, we'll just leave it as it is then.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given a professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Oakden here in beautiful sunny Adelaide on what is probably the mildest of winter days, certainly that we've had in some time. 2 weeks ago at this ground it was pouring down with rain and blowing an absolute gale, but perfect conditions today, as you can see from the earlier camera shot. The sprinklers are on here as we prepare for this RAA men's NPL match between the host side Adelaide City and the visitors Playford City. 5th versus 6th on the ladder. I'm your host, David Grant, flying solo, and I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes of football here. Go through the starting lineup. For Adelaide City, they are as follows. Number 1, the goalkeeper, John Hall. Number 4, Lewis Kylo. 7, Daniel Bressan. 8, Yared Abachu. 9, the captain for the day, Matthew Dauber. 12, Nicholas Francesi. 20, Yuki Kitano. 21, Terence Lynch. 22, Juan Gutierrez. 25, Luis Laurie Latanzio. And 46, young Oliver Western. On the bench today for Adelaide City, we've got Bruce Kamau, number 11. 14, Binyam Kibede. 28, Luca Ullman. 50, Joachim Blady. 51, Fraser Nesbitt. And 70, Dion Petropoulos. For Playford, the visitors. In goal, number 1, Luke Ostby. Then number 3, Braden French. Number 4, the captain, Sean Harvey. 5, Tyson Herriman. 6, Isaac Mullen. 7, Santiago Tabarez. Number 8, Samuel Voigt. 9, Christos Penendez. 10 is Daniel Ryan. 14, Xavier Pratt. And 19, Ben Woolard. On the bench for Playford, number 11, Jackson Kurtz. 18, Jeannie Akpo. 20, Ethan Aldgate. 21, Braden Andermar. 22, Melad Ahmad. And 24, Issa Sindalali. It is round 15 of the RA Men's NPL here in South Australia. Saturday the 21st of June 2025. An earlier kick-off here, 2:30 p.m. as the referee Christian Verdicchio leads the two teams out, accompanied by his assistant Ibrahim Sahidi on the right and Samuel McLeod Banwell. Last time these two met was in round 4 back in March, in what really was a classic. Playford unfortunately lost that one 3-4, with Adelaide City scoring 2 goals in injury time after being 3-2 down. Lewis Laurie Latanzio scored in the 11th minute, and then Daniel Bressan added to that, making it 2-0 at half-time for Adelaide City, before Daniel Ryan in the 47th minute pulled one back. Santiago Tabarez then levelled the score in the 77th minute before Christos Penendez scored to make it 3-2 for Playford in the 86th minute. And they must have thought that was it. Matthew Dauber in the 93rd minute and Luca Ullman with a goal he'll probably never forget in the 97th minute, winning the match for Adelaide City 4-3. Adelaide City come into this just off a little bit of form. They've lost their last 3 in a row, and they're now 6 on 20 points. At one stage they were second, but a loss today combined with a win for Campbelltown versus Jets, and City will go 7th. If they beat Playford today, though, they will go 5th. Playford, meanwhile, are 2 points ahead of City. They're on 22 points. Lose today and they could drop to 7th, but a win will take them to 3rd if Adelaide United and Croydon draw with each other. There's your comprehensive background to today's match as we prepare for kick-off. Strikers today to watch: Isaac Mullen for Playford. Scored 8 league goals so far this year. He's 1 behind Owen Windsor of Metro Stars on 9. And Lewis Laurie Latanzio for Adelaide City also has 8. A number of players on 7. Anthony Triboli of Beograd, Bodie Burkett from Adelaide United, Maya Hisamoto from Croydon all on 7, but also is Santiago Tabarez for Playford. He has 7 in his tally as well. Daniel Ryan on 6 goals for Playford. Yuki Kitano on 4. Playford already lined up, ready to go. Adelaide City in their huddle just now still, as we wait to start this men's RA NPL. Tabarez and Penendez hovering over the ball in the centre spot there, ready to get us underway. And underway we are. Playford playing in the maroon and white kits, shooting to the goal on the left of your screen. Adelaide City in their familiar and traditional black and white stripes, shooting to the goal on your right. Early throw in here for Playford. Ben Woolard shaping up to take it. Ball is returned, and Woolard will have another go. Throw goes down the line. Target is Penendez. He's hassled there by Nicholas Francesi. Playford have another throw in down the left-hand side. There is another game in the NPL being played just now. I'll keep you updated with that score there. It's Croydon and Adelaide United. They've just kicked off as well. So 2 early kickoffs on this fine Saturday afternoon. Goal kick for Adelaide City. John Hall to take this, former Adelaide United goalkeeper, of course. He goes long. Tyson Herman gets there first. Ball comes off Matthew Dauber. And Playford have another throw. Willard with it, right in front of us here. Penendez combines well with Mullen, but eventually play is brought back for a free kick. For Playford. Playford sitting 5th on the ladder on 22 points. Adelaide City 2 points behind them. Playford have a vastly superior goal difference, though. They've got +9 to Adelaide City's -3, but you may recall they had a handsome 8-1 win earlier in the season, which has enhanced that goal difference for them, and really just counts as an extra point, really. As the ball's played back to Luke Osby. He gets his first touch for Playford and kicks it up the park. Metro Stars, of course, lead the competition. They're on 35 points, so they're comfortably clear of FK Beograd in second place. Beograd on 27 points. Adelaide United and Croydon, as we mentioned before, play each other, both on 24 points, so big game for them. They have the opportunity, both of them, to go second if FK Beograd lose tonight versus Metro Stars. Throw in for Gutierrez to take down on this near side here for City. Neither side really in the ascendancy just yet, but it's very early days. Xavier Pratt launches the ball forward. Intercepted by young Terence Lynch, though. City still have it. This is an unchanged play for City from last week's 3-2 win at home to Campbelltown. City come forward. Here's Gutierrez, gets his cross in. It's a good one to Kitano. Just a little bit high for him, and eventually Daniel Ryan clears for Playford. Penendez. Solid challenge right in front of us. And young Lewis Kylo goes to ground, but he's back up. He's a tough guy, isn't he? Ben Willard takes a throw, goes to Pratt. Daniel Bressan's in quickly there for Adelaide City. Menendez receives the ball from Willard. It's short, but he still clears over Dauber. Kylo clears with a head. Louis Tanzio gets his first touch. There's Kitano. Well, he ends up heading it out. Ben Willard gets another throw. He'll be getting good at the end by the time this game's concluded. That's a loose pass by Willard, though. He's found Kitano, and Kitano makes his way forward. Plays it to Laurie Latanzio on the far side. As much as Playford City are unchanged from last week, Adelaide City have made 2 changes to their lineup. They lost 4-0 away to West Hornsby-Curla last week. William Kaberi and Freddie Muller drop out the team. And in comes Luis Kylo and Juan Gutierrez. As they prepare to take this corner, ball comes in. Taken very well by Luke Osby. And he clears despite the distractions of UK Kitano. Ryan will bring that down nicely. He's got a little bit of space here. Time to think. And that's a beautiful ball to Tabarez at the far side. And John Hall's out quickly, but his clearance is somewhat awkward and messy. And Playford still have it. Mullen goes out wide to Tabarez. He's going to get to the line. Goes to ground. And Christian Verdicchio, excuse me, Mr. Christian Verdicchio indicates a free kick there on the far side. Free kick for Playford, just on the other side of the park there. Taking left foot, that's a decent cross. At head height, but it beat everyone, and it goes out on the full. That'll be a goal kick for John Hall. Back underway in the far side. City clear their lines, but only as far as Sean Harvey, the captain, and he plays back to Luke Ostby. Lovely little flick on by Christos Penendez there, but no one running on, and City have it. Abachu finds Dauber. Lewis Laurie Latanzio now in the far side. Oliver Western offering an overlapping run. He's not used, and Latanzio has it back again. Gutierrez is in an acre of space on this side, and City start to work it over. Kylo goes middle. Francesi. Pratt gives him a slight nudge, but Francesi still has it. Penendez has a couple of tugs as well. And it's a free kick for Adelaide City.
Activate Mosley cross, that's inside,
10 minutes gone here on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. Nothing each between Adelaide City and their visitors, Playford City. 5th versus 6th on the RA NPL. Game being played concurrently. Croydon face Adelaide United's youth team. It's also nothing each there. Sean Harvey receives the ball short from Luke Osby. Let themselves down a little bit there, Playford, and concede the throw in this corner of the park. I'm a bit disappointed with that lapse of concentration. Throw comes in from Gutierrez. It hits Xavier Pratt's face. He didn't know much about it, and he concedes the corner. Daniel Bressan makes his way down to take this corner. He's had his right hand up in the air for quite some time. I'm not sure what that signals. We'll find out in a minute, folks, won't we? Yeah, he's got Nicholas Francesi short there. But he is marked quite closely by Daniel Ryan, so I would assume that's still going to go into the middle. 2 hands in his head now. So 1 hand up, 2 hands in his head, and that means the ball's going to the back post, where it's collected by Luke Osby. All 7'5" of him. And again, Playford bench a little bit unhappy with their own team's inability to keep the ball in play. 2 simple mistakes there, and they've conceded those throw-ins, but they do have possession here. Woolard tackled by Dauber. Goes all the way back to Herman, and he finds Harvey as captain, and he's forced back to Luke Osby, the goalkeeper. And he clears from Daniel Bresson. Throw in taken on that far side. Western with it, finds Abichu, tries to receive it back. Abichu again with the head, but he only finds Daniel Ryan's boot, and he sends Santiago Tabarez off running. Little slip, but they still have it, Playford. There's Juan Gutierrez at right back, goes inside, finds Yared Abichu. He flicks forward to Daniel Bressan, and Catano's off on a run. Got the pass wrong though. Both coaches quite vocal early on. Vas Parhas for Adelaide City, Ben Moore for Playford City. An important game for both as they try to consolidate a top 6 spot. Top 6, of course, being finals here in South Australia. The season is marching on. This is round 15 of the RAA Men's NPL. Gutierrez, good use of the body. Fends off Penendez. Penendez throws his weight around. Concedes the free kick, but he's getting stuck into it. Loretanzio chasing the loose ball. Harvey's there quickly though. The City still have it. It's a little bit scrappy just now, but here's Francesi. He'll play in Juan Gutierrez. Tabarez races in, slips again. But Yared Abichu has it now for City. He's beaten 3 players there, Yared Abichu. He plays in Bressan. Tyson Herman defends that one solidly, and it goes out. Big goal kick for Luke Osby. I apologise to Luke Osby before the game started. I, in round 1, was referring to him by a different name, and I've never really lived it down, and I feel terrible about it. But he's kindly forgiven me for that. Here's Xavier Pratt now for Playford. Tries to play in Harvey. Pass is missed, but eventually Playford go forward, and the flick on comes from Penendez. He goes to ground, no foul given. Shot from Ryan, it's a decent enough effort, but too close to John Hall, who saves. If you've just joined us, we're 15 minutes into this RAA NPL match here between Adelaide City and Playford. As a cross comes in, target was Matthew Dauber. It's a little bit behind him though, and it's collected by Luke Osby. 0-0 also between Croydon and Adelaide United's youth team at Croydon. And that's a booking there for Isaac Mullen there. I think the booking is for maybe having the studs up as he went in, although he wasn't the player who was swiping. That was Juan Gutierrez, and he's come off second best. But they've got that magic spray out there. So I can only imagine that within 20 seconds, Gutierrez will be back up on his feet and running around. Second booking in a week for Isaac Mullen. He received a yellow last week in the 3-2 win against Campbelltown. Free kick taken by a young Lewis Kylo. He goes back to John Hall, the goalkeeper, who launches, but it's only met by Xavier Pratt's head. And here's Mullen now. He'll have to be a little bit careful on a yellow card early on. Throw-in's taken in that far side, and City look to try and get themselves out of that back corner. Daniel Ryan versus Matt Dauber, but Xavier Pratt sticks a foot in before Harvey mops up for Playford, and now they have possession. Venturing into the City half. Tabarez receives it back. They work their way down the right-hand side. Cross comes in. Daniel Ryan was the player who was out in that far right-hand side, but Playford still. Laurie Latanzio now on the far side as we recover from that clearance. Just going to check on Patrick, the camera operator, and make sure that his head is still on his shoulders after that. But I can see that you still have vision, so I'm assuming you're still there, Patrick. I'll continue. Nothing each here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. 20 minutes gone in this round 15 match between Adelaide City and Playford City. It's also 0-0 between Croydon and Adelaide United's Youth at Regency Park. These two games, the early kickoffs. Games at 3 o'clock as this shot comes in from Lewis. Laurie Latanzio, it's just wide. But I think Ospai had it covered. I think he was probably a little anxious when the shot was hit. But once he got his bearings, he was okay. At 3 p.m, Campbelltown will be taking on Modbury, Para Hills hosting Adelaide Comets, and West Torrens Burkilla take on Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Raiders, of course, coming off the back of a morale-boosting cup win over their rivals FK Beograd on Wednesday night. A result that takes them into the round of 32. And it'll be interesting to see how they react to that. There's also a Women's National Premier League's match being played concurrently. Campbelltown City hosting Salisbury Inter. It's nothing each there after 19 minutes. So if you stick with me, folks, you'll get all of your updates. There's no need to go anywhere else. As this throw comes in, flicked on by Daniel Ryan. Bounces around the middle. Penendez goes to the ground. Tabarez has the ball. Breaks to Pratt, and that's a nice left foot shot, but it was blocked well by City. And it's a corner for Playford. I think it's Daniel Ryan down there that's taking it. He's my view of him is obstructed, but it comes to Mullen. He chips in with his left. That's a decent enough cross as well. Cleared by Bressan. Here's Francesi now along the ground. He was looking for Lewis Laurio-Tanzo, who had broken down this right-hand side, but Playford have it back. Ryan plays it across the park, finds Tabarez on the far side. And a left foot shot. Come cross. Sent over. But goes wide. It might have been Braden French with that final effort. The end result is a goal kick, which is taken very short. Lewis Kyler receives, and City try to play it from the back, despite Playford's very high press, and Playford deservedly win the throw in there for that. And they take it quickly. Here's Xavier Pratt now, a New Zealander. Finds Woolard, he goes into the middle. Tabarez takes it. Kylo tries to have a bit of a nibble at him. Can't get the ball. Breaks to Isaac Mullen now in a little bit of space, but Jared Abichu pays him some mind, and the ball's forced out wide. Cross comes in eventually, Daniel Ryan, but is judged to have gone out on the far side by the assistant Samuel McLeod-Banwell, and it'll be a goal kick. Sean Harvey, the captain, now plays it out to this near side. Ben Woolard chips forward again, looking for that target man. Santiago Tabarez doesn't quite get to him. City battle for it, and Dauber eventually heads back. Play for habit again. Tabarez won't get to that, it goes out. 25 minutes gone here at Adelaide City Park in Oakton, a few kilometres north of city centre. Nothing each on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It's also nothing each at Croydon between themselves and Adelaide United Youth. Free kick won by Adelaide City. Playford City, been around since 2001. Rose from the ashes of the defunct Elizabeth City Football Club. Had a couple of years in the top tier just after their formation, but after promotion last year, first time in 20 odd years that they've got into the top tier. Club will be celebrating their 25th anniversary next year. And at this point, looking good enough to stay up, which I guess is the main objective of any promoted team: stay up and maybe even aim for finals, top 6 finish. As Juan Gutierrez prepares to take this throw in for City, he goes long into the box. Dauber is the target, and he can't get there. Playford defending very well. Mullins forced back, and a little trip by Dauber. Maybe not intentional, but a foul nonetheless. And it's a goal kick for Luke Osby. Tabarez leaps, he's beaten by Abichu, but Abichu's inadvertently flicked it on anyway. Mullen pushes it out wide to Braden French on the far side. French has Lewis Laurio-Tanzo to contend with. And City combine well to clear the ball. It's a throw in the far side. Xavier Pratt with it. Well, he's left it for Braden French to take. That throw comes into the middle. Kylo clears. Shot comes in, but that's well off target. That's cleared the netting behind the net. Goal kick for Adelaide City. Challenge on the far side from Sean Harvey, the captain. Concedes a free kick. I think it's Yuki Kitano who's down. Around the grounds, nothing each between Croydon and Adelaide United's youth. Nothing each between Modbury and Campbelltown, Parahills and Comets and Westhorns and Raiders, all just kicking off now. In the Women's National Premier Leagues, Salisbury Inter have gone into a 1-0 lead over Campbelltown. 26 minutes gone at that game. As Weston receives the ball. Kitano now with it. Plays it back into Dauber. Plays Kitano in. The cutback was on, but he opted not to go for it, and it breaks to Juan Gutierrez on this far right hand side. Gutierrez crosses back in with his right. Playford clear. Here's Santiago Tabarez. Gets the better of Yabatu, maybe temporarily, but he still has the ball. He's forced back. Samuel Voigt now. Playford starts to roam forward. Eventually the attack breaks down, the ball's out on the far side. Throw in for Adelaide City. Oliver Weston with it. Goes down the line. Tried to find Francesi. Playford win it. And just as quickly as they win it, they give it away. Here's City coming in the break now. Bressan. Nice little flick over the top for Luis Laurie-Latanzio. He's got Matthew Dauber in the middle. And he has Daniel Bressan in the middle. Here is Bressan. Ball's just a bit beyond him though, but he'll keep it in. He has Gutierrez backing him up. Gutierrez, nice little run. Flicks it in low. Xavier Pratt clears for Playford. Bressan still has it for City. Little chip into the middle. Quite easily read though. Tabarez drops deep. Receives. Tries to play in Penendez, but Daniel Ryan's on the overlapping run. Here's the number 10 now. Goes across the park. Isaac Millen is in about 4 acres of space. Doesn't quite get his first touch right though. He's forced wide. Pratt crosses it in the middle. Kylo collects it though, but only heads as far as we'll see Kitano, but that's probably his target. Here's Matthew Dauber now making his way into the middle of the park. He goes over to the far side. Luis Laurie-Tanzio brings it down nicely. Faces Braden French. Moves to his right. Forced back. Decent defending by Playford again. Playford not quick to step up though. They're still hanging back, which means City still have a bit of space up front. Now they get up. And still sitting quite deep. And here's Kitano on the break. He's got two options in the middle, and Dauber and Bressan. Kitano gets his shot in. It's gone through the legs of Lucas Spy, but he grabs it at the second attempt. But in all honesty, Playford a little bit slow to get out the back there, and that allowed Kitano that space. Daniel Ryan, wayward pass collected by Vas Parhas, Adelaide City's coach. Ben Woolard with a little challenge, and Matt Dauber there wins a throw-in. Here's Woolard again. There's a bit of time to think about it. Flicks it on to Tabarez. Kylo's up bigger though. Eventually it goes out off Daniel Ryan. Gutierrez with a quick throw. Lost by eventually clears for Playford. City win possession back through Yared Abachu. Give it away again. Mullen, nice ball out to the far side. The flag is down. Tabarez has it, plays in Penendez. And eventually Nicholas Francesi clears for Adelaide City. Back underway, Tyson Herman now plays in Sean Harvey as captain. He goes forward, but that's a poor pass really. It's straight to Matthew Dauber, who's standing in space all by himself, and City look to hit on the counter, but Catano's pass has pushed Lewis Laurie-Latanzio out very wide. Catano's still in the middle, so is Dauber. Francesi joins them. But the pace of the attack breaks down. Bressan's cross eventually comes in. Tyson Herman clears for Playford. Here's Santiago Tabarez again. Luis Kylo's on him, but he still has that little bit of space, and Playford play the triangle well, and Daniel Ryan has it. They still have possession. Ryan with a crossfield ball to the far side to Braden French. He faces Western but gets his cross in into the middle. Ryan meets it and puts it into the car park. And for me, as I watch this, in my humble and personal opinion, I feel Playford just haven't quite got the rhythm yet of the two, and that's maybe just the difference. City just feel like they're a wee bit more settled. Playford still feel like they, or still look to me as if they're just trying to find their feet, just haven't quite got their rhythm yet. A couple of lapses in concentration as well for Playford for me, and that's the difference between the two sides, minor as it is. But here's Braden French in the overlapping run. John Hall comes out quickly and collects though, goes to ground and takes the ball for City. .35 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Nothing each here. But here's Lewis Laurie-Latanzio. Maybe he'll make a difference. Slides it into Catano, and that's a close shot. And Catano scores from a few yards out after a beautiful cross ball from Lewis Laurie-Latanzio. And Yuki Catano makes it 1-0 for Adelaide City. And as I was saying just a moment ago, maybe a little bit deserved that. City maybe marginally better out of the two. Let's see how Playford City react to that. Santiago Tabarez gets his back under the way. Sean Harvey on the far side. That fast counter-attacking football by City is played off. They find themselves 1-0 up. 36-minute goal from Yuki Catano. It's the only goal in the RA NPL across the games this afternoon. There are 5 games being played concurrently. It's Currently nothing each between Croydon and Adelaide Youth. Campbelltown are hosting Modbury, Parahills are hosting Adelaide Comets, and West Torrens McCullough are hosting Raiders. They all kicked off at 3, so they're only a few minutes into their games, but both Adelaide City and Croydon hosting their games kicked off a bit earlier. Here's Daniel Ryan with the ball. Can't quite get the space. Matthew Dauber emerges with it for City. He has Juan Gutierrez on the overlapping run and he uses him. Chipped over to the far side. Lewis Laura-Latanzio again faces Braden French, gets past him. Herman caught with the ball on his feet now. Eventually clears to Braden French on the far side. Harvey tries to clear. Can't get the space, but he does win the throw. And there has been a goal at Croydon. Croydon now 1-0 up against Adelaide United's youth team. .37 minutes gone there as well. Those two games kicked off concurrently. Throwing in the far side. Oliver Weston with it. Goes down the line. The linesman's indicated that that didn't actually go into play, so the youngster will retake that. He breaks for Dauber and he's unleashed. But it's wide. And it's a goal kick. I think young Luca Oman, who's warming up in the far side there, is the playing ball boy. He goes off to retrieve that wayward shot. Osby prepares to take the goal kick. And they go short again, which is interesting, because they found themselves under pressure from doing that before, but eventually they clear the lines. Sean Harvey from Matthew Dauber. Here's Xavier Pratt. Chips over the top. Tabarez is the target. Receives it, takes it to ground. Makes his way in towards the penalty spot, but his final ball's lacking and Dauber has it. And he finds Lewis Laura-Latanzio again on that left-hand side. Latanzio's first touch. Takes him past French and he gets his shot in. It's a good stop by Ostby. Struck straight at him, but he still had to be solid. Playford come away with it. Braden French now, crossfield ball, looks for Daniel Ryan, finds him in a little bit of space on this near side. Menendez doesn't win the ball though. Matthew Dauber does. Dauber goes in there with his feet up. A little bit lucky maybe to not make contact and escape the wrath of the referee with that challenge, but the ball goes out in the end and it's a goal kick which John Hall will take.
How long they take it?
John Hall just taking a little bit of time to take this kick. Fairly early on in the game to be wasting time, so I won't accuse him of that. He gets his back underway eventually, launches the ball forward, goes into Playford's half. Pratt has a header that isn't pretty to look at, but it's effective and Playford have it. Ball eventually deflects up our way, goes out the back. Willard takes the throw quick. Here's Daniel Ryan now. Goes inside Xavier Pratt. Nice football. Plays it back. That's not so nice football. Young Willard, and he's played in Lewis Laura-Latanzio. But Laura-Latanzio's final ball was lacking as well, and Playford have it back. They're being very kind to each other, these two teams, just giving each other possession rather than winning it. Here's Daniel Ryan now on the left-hand side. Faces Juan Gutierrez, but opts to go along the ground. Finds Woolard, receives it back. Woolard in the overlapping run. Left foot cross, it's low. Right across the face of goal, no takers. And it goes out in the far side. I think it's a Playford throw-in, so maybe it's, well, it must have come off an Adelaide City player. .43 minutes gone on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It is 1-0 here for Adelaide City. UK Kitano goal in the 36th minute. The difference between the two sides. It's also 1-0 at Croydon, where they've taken the lead against Adelaide United's youth. And Adelaide Croatia Raiders, after 12 minutes, are 1-0 up against West Torrens Burculla in their clash at Jack Smith Park. 0-0 at all the other grounds, and in the WNPL, Salisbury Inter currently 2-0 up against Campbelltown at Steve Woodcock. But here, 1-0, and there's a short pass for UK Kitano to chase, but Hall gets it first and clears. Xavier Pratt now plays in Daniel Ryan on the left-hand side. Comes in at the middle. Tries to play the 1-2 with Samuel Voigt, but it doesn't come off. And it's a goal kick. Goal kick, John Hall to take. Launches that into the Adelaide sky. It's coming our way again. Dauber gets it and thankfully glances it away from us at the expense of a throw-in, which Ben Woolard will now take right in front of us here, folks. Stealing a couple of yards maybe. Keeps going. Christian Verdicko put the whistle to his mouth and just as the ball was released, but it's cleared, it's out the back. Another throw in, Woolard to take. Finds Penendez unmarked, but his flick on is ineffective. And Daniel Bressan has it, Kitano's in the run. Bressan gives him it and follows up as well. Kitano can't get the space, solid defending by Pratt, but it finds its way, the ball finds its way to Matthew Dauber. He's got a bit of space, hits it with his left. Oh, tell you what, that would have been a beauty had it gone in. It's just pushed wide. And indeed, must have been touched on its way out. It's a corner kick.
Lukey, come on, boys!
Daniel Bressan with the corner kick in the far side. Puts both hands in his head again. I just don't know what that means. Last time it put the ball right into the keeper's hands. This time it goes short and it's comfortably and easily cleared by Isaac Mullen. Here's Oliver Weston though, racing forward on his left. Pushes it out wide. Bressan. Throw in for Playford on that far side. Into the first minute of additional time here. playing at the referee's discretion. I can't imagine there's too much injury time to add. We haven't had much in the way of stoppages, but here's Yuki Kitano again facing Harvey. Tyson Herman back well to defend for Playford, and eventually they clear their lines through Braden French. Throw in for Playford on the far side to be taken by Braden French. Scored last week in the 34th minute in their 3-2 win against Campbelltown. Here's Ben Woolard, number 19 on this near side. Plays in Daniel Ryan. He's chased back by Juan Gutierrez, but he finds Xavier Pratt. And that's a beautiful ball by Pratt over to the far side to Braden French. Tries to cut it back. Tabarez doesn't quite get the space for the shot. And City clear. And that indeed is the half-time whistle blown by the referee Christian Verdicchio. It is 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard here in the men's RAA NPL match between the host side Adelaide City and their visitors Playford City. A goal by Yuki Kitano in the 35th minute. Very tightly contested match. Not much between the two sides. They'll go in and have themselves a little bit of a break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. Just maybe make yourselves a cup of tea and then get back to the couch. And we'll see you soon.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
What I'm excited about the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
Welcome back to Adelaide City Park here in Oakton, in the northern suburbs. Well, not the far north, but certainly north of the CBD here in Adelaide for the second half of this round 15 RA NPL South Australia match between the host side, Adelaide City, and their visitors, Playford City. It's 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Goal coming in the 36th minute from Yuki Kitano after some good work in the left-hand side from City. Final ball coming in from Luis Latanzio, and Kitano converted from close range. That single goal, the difference between the two sides as we prepare for the start of the second half. Adelaide City just a little bit off form just now, as I mentioned, the first half. They've lost their last 3 in a row, and they've dropped down to 6. They're on 20 points. They're 2 points behind Playford. But at one stage, City were up in second spot in the ladder. But if they can beat Playford today, they will go up to 5th. Can't see any substitutes out there or any changes. It looks like the same back four for City, the same midfield, and the same strikers, and the same for Playford. But if I do notice any changes, I'll be sure to let you know, folks. There are a number of games as we start the second half being played in the RA NPL today. There are 5 this afternoon. And then the 6th game tonight. Metro Stars, top of the table, play FK Beograd, sitting second. That game off being played tonight. Seb O'Neill, your commentator there with Antonis Pagonis. But right here, right now, it is 1-0 for Adelaide City. And Croydon, kicked off at the same time as us, lead Adelaide United's Youth 1-0 in their tie. The 3 other games being played today, they're still in the first half. Campbelltown 1-0 up against Mudbury Jets. Adelaide Comets 1-0 up at Para Hills Knights. And Adelaide Croatia Raiders 1-0 up against West Torrens Burkilla at Jack Smith Park. But here comes Santiago Tabares now on the right-hand side. Faces Terence Lynch. Tries to get his cross in on his right. It's forced back. The chip eventually comes to the back. Punendez with the header. Didn't really get the power behind it. Or to be honest, maybe the direction. It was too close to John Hall and he's collected that. And now Luis Latanzio has been released on the left-hand side. Plays the ball across. One for Yuki Kitano to chase. Those terrible gashes in the backs of his socks. Comes back in the middle, hits it with his left. There's a deflection and Matthew Dauber has poked it home from all of about a yard out. The ball went right through the back. Playford missed it. Sean Harvey, Playford's captain, also missed it at the back there, and it's gone all the way through to Matthew Dauber to put it away very early on in the second half and give Adelaide City a 2-0 lead. And there's a bit of a hill now for Playford to climb to get back into this. But I wouldn't write them off. These two did meet back in March in what became a classic 4-3 game. City winning that at the very end with a 97th minute goal from Luca Ullman. City in a commanding position now. Back underway now. Harvey now marauds forward, finds Tabarez. His flick on's no good though. It is met by Gutierrez. Eventually Matthew Dauber clears. Dauber, the featured player in the matchday programme. Favourite football team, Liverpool. And as I'm showing my age now, Fernando Torres was his childhood idol. That makes me feel old, folks. Dauber scoring that goal in just the 47th minute. Playford seem to be galvanised as they press forward now to try and get themselves back into this, but Daniel Bressan's broken away here for City. Hits it with the outside the boot. It's taken by Luke Osby. And everybody's accusing Osby being out of the box, but everybody who's doing that is a good 30 yards away, and no one near the action is claiming that, so we're playing on. What changes now for Playford? What for the coach Ben Moore to consider now that he finds his team 2-0 down against what has to be said an off form Adelaide City side. Here's Laura Latanzio on a solid tackle there by Christos Penendez, who'd done the running to cover the ground. Throw in will be taken in this near side by Oliver Western. That's Bressan, Francesi, and Luis Laurel Tanzio, but he goes line towards Catano, intercepted by Harvey. But they don't win the ball as such. Catano makes his way into the box, tries to find Dauber. Dauber with a turn and shot, good stop by Osby again. But the offside flag had gone up, and it wouldn't have counted anyway. Isaac Mullen now down the left-hand side, finds Daniel Ryan. Receives it back, but he's also forced back. Ball ends up with Xavier Pratt now for Playford, just inside his own half. Launches forward. Braden French goes short to Harvey. Harvey tries to find Tabarez. It's intercepted by Yared Abichu. For now, just holding on to the ball. Herriman comes out to Harvey on this near side. There's Braden French. Tries to go line, but it is forced out. Throw-in comes in eventually from Western. Target, I think, was Matthew Dauber as he made his way across, but he was late in getting there, and Playford have it. Chip forward there. And a claim for a foul just at the edge of the box from Tabarez. The referee waves that one away. Ball comes out to this near side. Terence Lynch now. Chip over the top. Target is Catano. He doesn't get there. It's intercepted by Harvey. Playford maybe enjoying a little bit more of the football through this little period of time. It's a big, massive sliding tackle. Lewis Kylo booked for that. And it's a free kick for Playford. Ben Woolard looks like he's shaping up to take this one. Left foot in swinger, I would say. He'll be aiming for the 6-yard box with the sun in John Hall's eyes. But instead he's gone right to the back, and they'll be lucky to keep this in. They have kept it in. Pratt with the turning shot. Comes off him in the end, and it goes out for a goal kick. Referee Christian Vidico just hurrying John Hall along. A little bit slow to take this kick. He's gone very short again. Plays in Lynch. Lynch goes to Gutierrez. Gutierrez did have his shirt pulled there, I think, by Isaac Mullen. It's a free kick for Adelaide City. A few goals around the grounds. Campbelltown are 1-0 up against Modbury, but Adelaide Comets have now gone 2-1 up against Para Hills Knights. Adelaide Croatia Raiders 1-0 up against West Torrance Burculla. It is, of course, 2-0 here. And it's 1-0 for Croydon against Adelaide United Youth. Here comes Lewis Laurie Latanzio, makes his way to the edge of the box. He's on his left foot. Solid tackle, though, by the captain, Sean Harvey. And they concede the corner, Playford. And they get back to defending numbers. Only Santiago Tabarez sits up front. Penendez is back there to defend. He's in the back post. Daniel Bressan corner. 2 hands in his head again. That means it's going to go straight to the near post, where it will be cleared quite comfortably by Harvey. Finds Tabarez and receives it back in his run. Ball's a little bit behind him, but he's collected it anyway. Has a glance up, plays the ball forward. Target was Samuel Voigt, I think. But it's just gone way too far forward for that. And eventually John Hall collects. Terence Lynch now plays out from the back, straight through the middle. Here's Matthew Dauber. There's Western on this near side. He flicks it past Voigt. Herman with the head. Finds Pratt. Pratt chips it up into the air. And it goes out. Another one for the substitutes, i.e. the ball boys to chase. Western now with the throw in for Adelaide City. Got Yukai Kitano there. Lewis Laurie Latanzio opts to go for the former. And the latter's the one that collects it eventually. He's crowded out though. Throw in for City. Dauber flicks it on. Kitano has it. Bressan's there, as is Dauber, but Kitano still holds on to possession. Finds Juan Gutierrez at the edge of the box. Crosses in towards the middle. Vague appeals for a handball. Go unheeded. And Playford come away with it. Penendez finds Ryan on the left side. He faces Matt Dauber. He's forced back. Ben Woolard Goes across the park to this nearer side. No handball there. You can't claim that one, folks. Final ball lacking, and it goes out despite the chase from Braden French. It's a goal kick. Play out from the back now, Adelaide City. Playford have got 5 players up there in that press, and it's paid off for them again. If one thing's worked for them today, it's been that press. Braden French now with the throw. Looks for Tabarez. He's the one that's got it now, the number 7, but it's booted clear by Lewis Kylo. Kitano. Ball's flicked on by Bressan. Here's Lewis Latanzio. Not a lot of options in the middle, but they're coming in now. Goes along the ground. Francesi. Forced wide again. Decent defending by Playford, but the cross eventually does come in. And it's out the back. Lynch wins that header. Abachu misses out in the challenge. Mullen plays in Ryan on the far side. Ryan now, edge of the box. Turns, gets the shot in. It's not good enough though, really. It's low and it lacks a little bit of power, and it's easily collected by the keeper. Playford bench kindly giving us the countdown. The rule of course changes next year, 8 seconds maximum before the goalkeeper has to release it. Xavier Pratt makes his way forward. This is a good period of play for Playford. The question is, can they get something out of it? Adelaide City take that free kick, get us back underway. Xavier Pratt just sees that one out. Coming together there as indicated by the referee, no foul either way. Ryan chips into the middle. Voigt with the header down. It nearly broke to Penendez. City have a player down on the far side, but Playford are playing on. Here's Voigt. Finds French. He tries to get the cross in. It's blocked well, though, by Lewis Latanzio and eventually cleared. I think it's Matthew Dauber who's down on the far side. Nope. No, my apologies. It's Lewis Kylo. And the doctor is summoned from the bench, and he'll go over and have a little look at Kylo's injury. Both teams yet to use players off the bench. As we enter the 60th minute mark. It is 2-0 here on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard between Adelaide City and Playford at Croydon. Croydon are 1-0 up against Adelaide United's youth. 60 minutes gone there as well. It's half time between Campbelltown and Modbury. Campbelltown 1-0 up. Half time also at Para Hills, where Adelaide Comets are leading 2-1. And half time down at Jack Smith Park, where West Torrens Bacalla, the home side, find themselves at 1-0 down against a perhaps rejuvenated Adelaide Croatia Raiders, under new management. In the WNPL, Salisbury Inter currently 3-1 up against Campbelltown City. Metro United currently 2-0 up against Adelaide Uni in the WNPL, and NTC and Flinders Locks at nothing each. But it's a throw in here for Braden French to take for Playford in this near side. Throw in comes in now into towards the middle. Penendez looks to flick it on. Breaks to Mullen. He has a shot. Eventually the cross comes in, but City look to clear, and they do so successfully. Barres tries to make his way into the area there. Looks like there'll be a triple substitution for Playford. Jackson Kurtz, Ethan Allgate and Melad Ahmed coming on. Samuel Voigt off. Christos Punendez off. And in the far side, Binyam Kaberi has come on for Matthew Dauber as well for Adelaide City. Kaberi did start last week, as did Dauber, but the former found himself on the bench this week. The third player, I think, leaving us for Playford is Ben Woolard, who's left on the far side. I think I've got all 4 substitutions covered there in one hit, but big changes for Playford now. Ben Moore obviously needing to make adjustments as they find themselves 2-0 down. Here's Luis Latanzio for City in this left-hand side. 2 players go out to greet him and he skips past both. Eventually tries to get his shot in. It's blocked by Xavier Pratt. Somehow Luis Latanzio received it again, gets his shot in. That's a good stop by Luke Ospai, low in the ground as his body went one way and the ball went the other. Here's Melad Ahmed now on the far side. His first touch for Playford. Can they get something out of this? Can they get a goal in the next 10 minutes and set up an intriguing final 10 or so? Luke Ospai now ventures out of his penalty box. He's in Tyson Herriman. He has his captain in this near side, Sean Harvey. Bressan offers some resistance. Eventually the ball goes out. Play for throw. Playing with a little bit more intensity and a little bit more urgency now, Playford, as they seek to try and get something from this tie. Shot eventually snapped in by Isaac Mullen. Over the bar though.
Let's go, Playford, come on! Let's go! Don't panic in that box, man, yeah? Composure, composure!
Throw in for Playford in this near side. Daniel Ryan receives from Braden French, tries to give it back. Intercepted by Abichu. Jackson Kurtz and Ethan Allgate combining there. Playford still have it. Here's Mullen. Ethan Allgate was the player trying to get the cross in there. The final ball was blocked though, but they do have a corner.
Come on, boys, you got this side. Come on.
Pass drop short. Xavier Pratt with the cross in. John Hall's up there highest, commanding that area, collecting the ball. And I'm sure Playford might give us a countdown now till he releases. Bressan now brings the ball down nicely. Francesi in the overlapping run. Makes his way right through the middle of the park. Eventually he's challenged by... the ball comes in. Oh, didn't quite get the feet right there. The opportunity's gone as the referee now makes his way over to have a word with the coaches on Playford's side. The referee just keeping everybody right on the rules there, that the playing group has to disperse before the countdown can begin. But to be fair to Playford, John Hall has taken some amount of time to release the ball, both in the first half and then in the second, so I guess their frustration is understandable. Here's Lewis Laura-Latanzio. Goes in the middle, blocked by Tyson Herman, who now releases the ball out to this near side. Jackson Kurtz now. His run stopped, checked by Binyam Kaberi. Playford enjoying a little period of ascendancy for me here, just over the last few minutes. But they've just got to watch that counter-attack. And here comes that counter-attack. Here's Lewis Laura-Latanzio, chips over to the far side. Ball is just beyond Kaberi, but he'll keep it in. Except he doesn't. And it's a throw-in for Playford. They go line. Throw in again for Playford. Flick on by Mullen. Only as far as Lynch, but Mullen wins it again. Good fighting in the air. Ball comes over this way again. Disappears out the back. Fresh ball return for Braden French to take. Mullen's lost it in the sun. City players losing it in the sun as well. It's just at that angle right now. Kitano not looking at the ball really, but escapes retribution. Except he doesn't. Picked up by the referee. It's a free kick for Playford. Xavier Pratt, the free kick. That's a good spot. It's missed by everyone though, goes out the back. Eventually Terence Lynch is the player who tries to clear. Kurtz and Ahmed combining well. Playford now well camped in Adelaide City's half. Final ball just too much. Xavier Pratt can't get it. It goes out. It's a City throw in and they prepare another substitution. Daniel Bresson, the player who'll be substituted. And he's replaced by Bruce Kamau, former Adelaide United player, of course goal scorer in the 2016 A-League Grand Final at Adelaide Oval. Not quite got himself a starting berth in this Adelaide City team though. And it comes off the bench. As City look to hold on to the lead, and there's a booking for Yared Abichu for a little kick off the ball, I think, on Isaac Mullen. And the result is a free kick Daniel Ryan will take. 73 minutes gone. This free kick will be taken by Daniel Ryan. John Hall has the sun in his eyes. Ryan's cross comes in. It's very close. Oh, and Tabarez was inches away from making connection there. Here's Harvey again. Finds Ahmed. His cross comes in. A jump there from Tabarez, but it's taken quite comfortably by John Hall, and he disperses with the ball. Finds Bruce Kamau. Kamau goes to ground, but still has the ball, still has possession. Not much in that. Play on, says Christian Verdicchio. Jackson Kurtz has it now for Playford. It's congested in this area here. Players going to the ground all over the place here. Kamau plays it out wide. And chase it. Binyan Kabiri. Eventually wins the throw for Adelaide City. For Western with the throw in now for Adelaide City. Goes line. Targets where Kabiri and Kamau didn't get either of them. Playford have it. Here's Tabarez. Finds Ahmed. Has his heels clipped, but nothing illegally. Pratt loses out again. Abachu finds Kitano. He goes back to Kamau. Melad Ahmed wins the ball and he has it again. His pass is a little bit behind Jackson Kurtz. That came off the feet of Oliver Western. Braden French now for Playford. Mullen comes in to collect, finds Pratt. He pushes it out wide. Tyson Herriman now on the far side for Playford. Into the middle it comes. And that final ball's too far and it goes out.
Stay high, take a punt, yeah, take a punt.
15 minutes to go here at Adelaide City Park. It is 2-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. One goal separates the two teams at Croydon as well. Croydon 1-0 up against Adelaide United's Youth. Campbelltown are still 1-up at Modbury. Para Hills Knights have drawn level with Comets. It's 2-2 there. And 50 minutes gone between West Torrance Burculla and Adelaide Croatia Raiders. It's 1-0 for Adelaide Croatia Raiders at that game. Dipping our toes into the Women's National Premier League. Salisbury Inter 3-1 up against Campbelltown City. 77 minutes gone there. Metro United 2-0 up against Adelaide Uni. 50 minutes gone there. NTC and Flinders locked at 0 each. And another change here for Adelaide City. Yared Abachu comes off the park. And he's replaced by Dion Metropolis. "15 minutes left for Playford to try and get something out of this. And these two teams served us up a classic early in the season at Ramsey Park. It finished 4-3, so I still feel there might be a bit of an adventure to come in these last 15. If scores stay the same and Playford do lose this game, they have the potential to drop out of the 6. 7th at least, and the massive disappointment that would be for them as they seek finals football. Francesi now for Adelaide City. Forced wide, Tabares is onto him. Does well, wins the ball back before Kurtz is fouled and brought to ground unceremoniously. Free kick for Daniel Ryan, and yellow card for a member of the Playford City bench, possibly for dissent, not sure. But, asked to make his way back to technical area, and he's done so now. And the referee puts the name into the book. Back to the action. Free kick for Daniel Ryan to take on the right hand side here. Ryan with that free kick goes into near Kurtz now, turns, puts it back into the mix, but it was somewhat blind. Metropolis comes away with it now, plays in Bruce Kamau on this near side, but Ahmed is back well to defend there. Adelaide City now, Playford, sorry, preparing another substitution. Daniel Ryan comes off and Genie Akpo comes on. A Spurs supporting Mancunian, as I understand it. Some confusion there. That's back off. Not sure what the incident is there, but Ryan is off, as is Akpo, the substitute who was supposed to come on. So Playford temporarily down to 10 men. And Oliver Weston concedes a foul throw, something you don't see too often at this level. Playford have it. What an interesting couple of minutes, folks. Genie Akpo's now going to have another go at coming out of the park, and this time it's successful, and he joins the fray. Braden French now. Target is Akpo, he gets his head to it, flicks it on. Here's Ahmed, can he get through that wall of black and white? No, he can't. But they still have the ball, they've won it back well. In these last 15-20 minutes or so that Playford are playing, they've definitely been the better of the two, but they really haven't tested John Hall in the goal yet. He's had a few saves to make, but all quite comfortable, really. Akpo wins the ball here for Playford. Nice footwork, gets the byline, gets his cross in. Judged to have gone out, it's a goal kick. Some more confusion. Bruce Kamau has been asked to leave the park. He has an item of jewellery or dress on his left wrist, which he's been asked to remove. He's now done that, but has to wait for permission to come back on. And in the meantime, we're back underway. Adelaide City down to 10 men temporarily. Now Kamau comes back on. Jewellery less. Ahmed now tries to find that little bit of space to get a cross in. It isn't successful, it's along the ground and it's intercepted by Francesi. Playford win it back. Kurtz now on this right hand side faces Kamau, gets his cross in. He does. Oh, and Akpo with a header. But to be fair to him, it came over quickly and he couldn't get above it. Got a half chance there for Playford. There's been another goal at Croydon. Croydon now 2-0 up against Adelaide United's youth at Regency Park. But here comes City. Underway, Kitano now receives. Lewis Laura Tanzio forced back. Terence Lynch now, and again they go back. John Hall, first touch is heavy, and Akpo's got his foot to it, and here's Tabares with a wee chance. But that is very impressive defending by Adelaide City, and in particular Lewis Kylo, who raced across to block that chance down. And Akpo, since he's come on, has looked a threat. Playford again gets back started. Pratt chips it into the air. Kylo looks to clear, but it's kind of slow. Pratt blocks it. It's a goal kick. John Hall to get us back underway. Kitano misses the header. Kiberi's chasing it. Playford win it back again. Good industry. Flicked on by Mullen. Only as far as Lynch. But Mullen receives it back again. And he is forced back. Running against his style of play. Still haven't quite got it under control, Playford, but neither have City. Luis Laura Tanzio running into Xavier Pratt. He's forced back a goal all the way back to his goalkeeper. A bit scrappy in the middle of the park, but eventually it comes to Melad Ahmed. Playford still in possession. Time's starting to become an enemy for them though. Tabares on the far side. Ball threaded through. Here's Akpo with his back to goal. Makes a little bit of space, gets his shot in. Stopped and held by John Hall though. "86 minutes gone. 2-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Adelaide City scoring through Yuki Kitano in the first half. And then Matthew Dauber very early on in this second half, giving themselves a 2-0 lead. But Playford have been the better in the second half. Just haven't managed to get that clinical finish in front of goal and really test John Hall. Throw-ins taken by City. They somehow have it back. Kitano now, little chip over the top. Luis Laura Latanzio on his left. First touch a bit heavy, and Luke Osbai collects it now. And as mentioned before, I think Osbai has been the far quieter of the two goalkeepers in this second half. City, I feel, maybe a bit better in the first. Playford a bit better in the second. But ultimately, it's the number of times you put the ball in at the back of the net that counts. And City have done that twice more than Playford for their 2-0 lead. And another substitution being made. On comes Issa Sindanali for Playford. I think Braden French might be the player who's come off. I'll confirm that for you when I can. And it is Braden French who's come off. There's a little bit of confusion with the adjudicators as to how many substitutions have been made. Playford did make 3 at once around the 60th minute mark as they sought to make a change and salvage something from this game. And they've since made another substitution in Jeannie Akpo and now Sindanali as well. So that's their 5 used. Personally, I preferred it when there was just 3. It was a lot easier to follow. Croydon have got another goal in their match against Adelaide United's youth. It's just 5 minutes to go there. They're 3-0 up. And Croatia Raiders have scored a second against West Torrens McCullough. They're now 2-0 up at West Torrens McCullough. Just a matter of minutes left here though at Adelaide City Park. Into pretty much the final minutes of play here. Sindanali now plays in Kurtz. Here's Xavier Pratt trying to find Santiago Tabarez as the sun starts to set on both this match and this day. Time slowly but surely expiring for Playford. As Kylo clears. Here's Tyson Herman now for Playford, makes his way forward, intercepted by Francesi. It ends up with Catano. Didn't do the simple thing though and bring the ball down, and Playford have it again. Isaac Mullen, little bit of space, pushes it out wide to Ahmed on the far side. He's on his right, crosses into the box. Western clears only as far as Sindanali. He crosses back into the middle. Tabarez has a little turning shot. It's Chalkers in the middle though, and City come away with it. Luis Laurel-Latanzio slips at the crucial moment. Sindanali is the one possession by the easiest and simplest of margins as we go into the last minute of play. Will we see some late drama, as we did when these two teams met at Ramsey Park earlier in the season? Ahmed with a chip into the middle now. Lynch defends well. Comes back to Harvey. Sindanali now goes back to Harvey. Harvey still has it. Tries to get his cross in. It's blocked by Lynch, and it'll be a corner if it goes out. And indeed it does. Into injury time now. Xavier Pratt's corner comes in, goes to the back post. Aldgate rises the highest but doesn't make the clean connection. Comes back out. Rinaldi now pushes it out wide to Ahmed. He flicks it into the middle. Tyson Herman will get there first. Pass is short though to Pratt, and it's cleared by City. And it's surely now gone for Playford. Here's Osby. Denali now with the cross into the middle. Penalty spot. Herman was the target, but he's not got there and it's gone out. Into the second minute of injury time now. So Denali now. Playford still looking to try and get something, even if it is a consolation. Jackson Kurtz with the throw now. Finds Tabarez, but doesn't receive it back. Comes off Lewis Laurie Latanzio, and it's another Playford throw. Taken quickly. Tabarez now. Back to goal. Crowded out. Plays it back to Sindonali. Gets his cross in. And Ahmed now. Out wide to Xavier Pratt in the left wing. Ahmed receives it back. Gets to the byline. Does get his cross in. But Francesi clears. Sent in the middle. Lynch deals with it, but only as far as Pratt. Pratt puts the cross back in, and John Hall collects that one. Looking at the referee's discretion now. Hall clears. City have it. Here's Catano. Plays in loose Laurie Latanzio and receives it in the overlapping run. Harvey follows him over though. Over Weston with the throw, goes down to Catano in that corner. City really just playing it out, and eventually the final whistle goes, and it's all over here. Adelaide City victors in this men's RA NPL match between themselves and Playford City. It was 5th versus 6th on the ladder. And that result should take Adelaide City up to 5th and potentially will knock Playford down to 7th, depending on results elsewhere. You can see the stats there, very evenly matched. Adelaide City, I feel, maybe the better of the two teams in the first half. Playford City, the better of the two teams in the second half, but the damage was done early in that second half when Matthew Dauber popped up to score Adelaide City's second, and only his second league goal of the season, which followed on from Ukite Catano's goal in the 36th minute. Odd that Playford City have no shots on target. I'm not sure how accurate that is. They did force John Hall into a couple of saves, but they really were routine and not a great challenge really for John Hall. And Adelaide City take all 3 points here at Adelaide City Park in deepest, darkest Oakden. Don't forget, you can watch all of the RA NPL on the FSA YouTube's channel. There are 3 games being played just now. Still have 20 minutes to go in them. Campbelltown currently 1-0 up against Modbury Jets. Para Hills Knights and Adelaide Comets currently locked 2-2. And Adelaide Croatia Raiders in the 71st minute are 2-0 up against West Torrance Perculla. I've been your host, David Grant. I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of this. I hope you have too. We'll catch you around. Be good to yourselves and each other. See you.